Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down. McDonald, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third down and 8 yards. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, McDonald. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Rico Gafford, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
At their own 25-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Bears.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Field back, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action, Newton. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On second down, Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Play action. It's Newton. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. It springs free. Montgomery loses it.
The handoff.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes this
extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's McDonald. Lets it go for Nelson. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, McDonald throwing deep for Galladay. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tariq Cohen, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
11 on the play. 1st down, Bears. Here we go.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
On 1st down, It's Montgomery. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They run. Montgomery. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
David Montgomery. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And 2.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To the ground.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have it on the first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the...
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Scarborough, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is McDonald. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a 3rd and 6.
Certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. McDonald. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. McDonald. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Bo Scarborough with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Miller, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, it's Newton. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a run with Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 10-yard line, a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for Chicago.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Scarborough. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. Not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And a a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down and 4. Newton, a screen pass here to Cohen. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete to Cole Kmet.
Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bears 21, Lions 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald, and that is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, McDonald. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
Touchdown, Detroit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tucker McCann. kickoff.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Newton on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
2nd and goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They try again with Scarborough. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
1st down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. It's Scarborough again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Bo Scarborough with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 21.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
The tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. 23 yards to pick up there.
And the Bears.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Newton. And a quick throw here that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action. Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Newton escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now one final throw incomplete. And time will run out here in the 4th quarter, and we are going to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. And again this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Out of the gun, McDonald. Fired quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
7.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty. Here for a delay? No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. First throw in overtime for Newton. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
Today's final score in overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only